Welcome, friends. Today is Monday, August 24th, 2015. Coming from Denise's backyard. She told me a bunch of things to say, but I don't remember them all. But don't tell me, I'm going to remember them. Welcome, friends. Hello, Shay. Let's get fit.
Yeah.
I wore this shirt today. I do all my own stunts from Mackinac Island. I got married on July 2nd, 1971, which was the 4th of July weekend. And my honeymoon was at Cedar Point. That just shows you. Most people go to Niagara Falls, but my husband and I went to Cedar Point. And it was very hot. It was like one of the hottest times of the year. On my wedding day, it was 105 degrees. And I bought my dress in the winter, so I had long sleeves and it had pearl buttons all the way up. It was a tight virgin-like wedding gown, and it was white, obviously, and it was just beautiful. But I was hotter than hell. And when we went on our honeymoon, I couldn't figure out why there was so much traffic. There was traffic everywhere we went. 4th of July weekend, that's why everybody was on the road. And when we got to the hotel, because we moved up, we didn't stay at a motel, we stayed at the hotel. Jim thought it would be nice to have the room nice and cold when we got back, so he turned the air conditioner as high as it would go. So we went to Cedar Point for the day. It was hot, hot, hot. And then when we got back to the room, it had ice all over the air conditioner. It was broke. And since it was 4th of July weekend, there was no other rooms, and so we had no air. So it was very, very hot. And so every year on our anniversary, we used to go, we don't anymore, we used to go to Greenfield Village, which is in Dearborn, Michigan. And if you're ever in Detroit area, you should really check this out, because it's really cool. And it's like a museum, and it's got Henry Ford founded it, and it's got all kinds of neat stuff. But we always went on the 4th of July weekend. And they had the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, and it would come and it would play songs and you know, shoot off fireworks to Tchaikovsky's War of 1812 theme music, which was really cool. And so the one year for our anniversary present, Jim bought me one of those fold-up chairs that you carry on your back, but it had a footstool on it. And there was, like, as you can imagine, 4th of July weekend, there was a lot of people there. And thinking of it makes me sick. I wanted a piece of my cake, so I wanted to get out of the chair to get a piece of cake, because even then, even though I was skinny, I was a oinker. I wanted to have my cake, and I forgot that when you put your foot down, that there still was the recliner part, and I got all tangled up in the recliner part, and so I did my own stunt, and I dragged the chair as I tumbled, and then I fell right on my ass. And all of my friends and my family, they're all sitting around laughing at me. It was the strangers, the kindness of strangers, that came over to ask me if I was okay, and obviously I was okay, but it was just like, only your family, they could care, you know, whatever. So there I go. I wasn't going to say whatever, but I did say it. So, but today I thought I'd talk a little bit about perception and how you perceive things, and at least how I perceive things. I perceive myself to be thinner than I am. And when I was watching the videos that Denise took in Mackinac, I was wondering who that big chunker was in the film, and I kept thinking, oh my God, she looks like me, but she's way too big. That can't be me. And I have a butt that I could put a platter on the back, and I could serve everybody there. I was just, you know, I know I have a big butt. I know that. But a baby's got back, and I got a lot of back. So I was just kind of like taken aback, and my perception of me is that I'm thinner. I mean, I know I'm not thin, but I didn't think I was that big, and boy, it was depressing. It was really depressing to see, but I was glad when I got back I only lost a half a pound, but I was still glad that I lost, because
Denise gained.
Because she'd made really bad choices. She said better bad choices, as Cape Cod woman, Weight Watchers Cape Cod woman says, but I don't know that they were a better bad choice. But they look good on her plate, I have to say that. And when I saw the video of the buffet table, I missed the whole cheese table. And you know me, I love cheese. I missed the cheese table. I missed the fruit table, which I love fruit. I missed that. I saw the dessert table, but I bypassed that, and then I missed the salad table. What the hell? Where was I? It's like, I just missed everything, but I had enough to eat, so whatever. And I know I'm rambling. My husband says I ramble. He doesn't say that much, but when he says stuff, it's whatever. It's just, he says I ramble. I talk to anybody, I'll talk to everybody, but I lost my train of thought again.
You're talking about perspective.
Oh, so the perspective of that. Another thing I have a perspective of is I never realized that I was a weeble. I thought since I got my knees done, I was walking normally, and then I look at me and I weeble, like a weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. I do fall down, but, and then when I walk, which Denise points out because she's so concerned about me, is I walk and then I skid, and then I walk and then I skid. So on my shoe, I have to get a new shoe now because I have a big old hole in the bottom of the one shoe that I scuff it along. It's like I think I'm a tap dancer or something, or a tiny dancer, but I'm not. And so I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I don't know what. I'm not like I'm all wacky. I'm some kind of wacky. We're doing this late in the day because Denise has got a busy schedule today. She had so much to do. She got me up really early to go walk. We got up at 7 o'clock. That's way early, but we usually walk at 7:30, quarter to 8. And it was kind of cold, but it was nice because I'd rather it was cold than hot. And so I was going through some old journals and calendars and stuff like that over the weekend. And Shay, our guard dog, she barks at everybody. It's funny on a walk. She's like going after all these dogs. The little dogs, they're walking like that. You know, they're prancing. Here's, she's going crazy. So Denise is yanking her, but. And then she always knows to take her dump just past my house or just past Denise's house. She's got to carry a little bag like it's a treasure. But I don't know. Oh, so anyway, I was looking at some journals, and here I thought that what my starting weight was 304, and it was really 306. And I weighed that on May 5th, 2014. So in a whole year, I lost 2 pounds. So that's, if you even figured that out, it wouldn't even be worth figuring out. It's like, I probably just took a hefty, that's how I lost my 2 pounds. But so today when I got on the scale, I lost 3 pounds. So I was very happy with that. I told you last week I thought it was a little bit of water retention. And so that means that I've lost a total of 20 and a half pounds. So I know that I had said in the past, and I've said this for years and years as a joke, that I'm going to lose 100 pounds. And I always half say it, and I always laugh when I say it, because I know I'm not going to do it. But this time I know I'm going to do it. I don't have a doubt in my mind that I'm going to do it. But I'm going to lose more than 100 pounds. I'd like to, my goal would be to be 170, although I should probably weigh about 160. If I could get down to 170, I'd be happy. If I lost 100 pounds, it would put me at 206. But I want to be under the 200 mark. I want that click to stop clicking over. And I don't want people, when they have to carry my coffin and they say there's usually 6 people, and they're going to say, well, we're going to need 10 for her. Because I don't know that they'd come up with 10 people that'd be willing to lift up that coffin. But I think they would. They'd all be rushing to get to let's get her in the ground. But my quote is from Teddy Roosevelt, and said, just believing you can, if you believe you can, you're halfway there. And I believe I can do it this time, and I know I'm going to do it, because I have Denise as an inspiration. I have all of you guys out there as my inspiration too. And I just started watching, I can't remember your channel name, it's Misty, but she was the jolly old elf. But for next Monday I'll remember it, but it's Misty something, or maybe I'll have Denise look it up and she'll put it like on the bottom of the video. She can do that. She's smart, not me. But like us, subscribe, and comment, leave like comments. And I am getting on there a little bit more on the computer and that. And once again, I'm sorry it took so long for us to get this video up today, but not because of me. I was cleaning my house all day, Monday. But till next Monday, just remember, if you believe you can do it, you're halfway there.